Today on Alvarez TV, we're happy. We've got all 5 of the Honduran models here. They're the new ones with the FST6 bracing. We've got the Parlor, 2 OMs, a Dreadnought, and the new Grand Auditorium. We're talking all things Adirondack and the wonderful tonewood Honduran mahogany. Moody.
Nice. I saw the whole thing there. I saw the...
Where were you there?
I was somewhere in between Dallas and Nashville on the road.
I was more Smoky Mountains.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love
it. The Smokies.
Hi, everyone. How you doing?
Hi, everyone. Funny how music can take it there, though, isn't it? Whether you listen or play, it's like it's a shapeshifter, place shifter, memory enhancer.
It's true. There's something about this kind of, I've discovered this drop D thing. You know, this.
I've noticed that.
Yeah. It's like
every guitar pick up the plays like.
Hang on a second. Yeah, I know. It just, everything sounds so resonant, you know. Everything just sounds like it's humming.
Yeah.
And something about these bad boys that we've got. So we've finally.
They are indeed humming.
All of the Hondurans in the room at the same time, right?
We've never had all the Hondurans in the room at the same time.
No.
All the new Hondurans.
All the new ones.
All the previously FST2 Hondurans either. These are FST6 Hondurans, which is a slightly different bracing. But yeah, to have them all here is great.
It's a real treat. This one's staying. This one's coming home with me.
Mrs. Darling. Indeed,
I've got this is the GYM. So this is the Grand Auditorium without the cutaway. So I know I've gone on about this a few times, haven't I?
You and your GA. Love for the GA.
Well, I've never really experienced the GA, but I love an OM and I love a Dread. And what's my favourite guitar? Then I love a Parlor, and for different reasons. But this just sits beautifully for me in between the OM.
You're a middleman,
right in the middle, right down the middle. Yes,
but it is right because you've got all that air volume and arguably more articulation than this bad boy, where you've got all that power, but. I've got to say, man, these are 5mm deeper as well. So the OMs of the new Honduran, in fact, the OMs of all the new Yairi Masterworks are 5mm deeper, just a little thicker top out.
And it makes some difference, doesn't it?
It makes some difference. And, you know, the FYM66HD, which I think has been our best-selling HD, and for good reason.
Yeah.
You know, this is the old growth Honduran that Mr. Yairi bought some 50 years ago that was sitting there for 46 or 7 or 8 years of that, and then we started using it. Sounds amazing, but I gotta say, this new Adirondack FYM60HD, for me, is probably one of the best OMs I've ever played. And I'm trying not to say that because it's ours, and I'm trying to be objective as possible.
Why? I mean, obviously it's a beautiful pairing, and this was the original pairing, wasn't it?
Pairing.
If anyone's seen
Correct.
the story, I'll put a link to the story, but we did at some length talk about the original, the reason why.
And how we found this wood.
Yeah.
We were making a guitar for Jack Pearson.
And it was that exact pairing, wasn't it? That he
pairing,
wanted.
yeah. You know, it's a classic pairing. It's not like we came up with something new. It's very rarely.
What is it? What is it for you that does project that kind of balance?
It's just because you know, Adirondack is arguably stiffer than Sitka. When we lightened up the bracing, we used different weights in the bracing for FST6. I just think that for the Adirondack especially, it was like the tops just really welcomed that. It feels like it's open immediately, where I think before they needed a little bit of breaking in. This guitar, this FYM60HD, if anybody gets the chance to play one of these new ones, I mean, it's just all there. You know, it's like, I know this is it's slightly dropped down, but it's got so much, you know, bass for a small body guitar, and the balance and the power that the new bracings bring into the equation. It's just like, I mean, I'm not an OM guy.
No.
But like, I'm getting one of these because it's got everything and more that you need. You know, I think the flat picking guys will still love this.
Yeah, well, Sam and I went over and did.
Used to been travelling. Used to been around Nashville and
we'll roll
Dallas.
it all out at some point over the next few months. But we went over to Tunesmith Studios, which is Richard Smith's place. Yeah. And we recorded Trey Hensley, and we recorded Gareth Pearson, and another great guy called Ivan, who's a singer-songwriter. But we brought a lot of guitars for Trey. We weren't quite sure what the guys really wanted, so we just, here's a bunch of stuff. And he was going crazy for this.
With the OM60.
I mean, he's really digging in. I mean,
and I get it. You know, that would appeal to that player. If in all the differences, this is a new instrument, so it was new, and we love it, and it's like it's got power and balance and all. An older version instrument, this is, for me, this model has shifted like exponentially from the rest of them because of that bracing and the body size. It's just become something so, I don't know, it's just whole, you know, like it's all there.
We can tell the difference between, because the internal. The sticker's changed inside, right? The
label.
The label.
Yeah. So the label on the new ones, if you are you know, looking for different Yairis, the FST6 or the new Masterworks has a cream label, has a gold AY Alvarez Yairi logo in there, and there's also a little circle in there. Sam can probably show it that says FST6, so you know what bracing's inside these. But I think having them all together, we can actually do some ABCs of these, and then we'll throw in if you've got time, we'll throw in the 66s as well.
Yeah, definitely. We keep calling this Adirondack, but you were telling me before, it's a bit of a more like a marketing name, isn't it, really?
Can be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, in my understanding, you know, the Adirondacks are mountains.
Yeah. Are they north of New York? Are they up on that? Right.
And going into Quebec, I believe. It's red spruce. And those in the world who know about wood will call it red spruce. Yeah. George always calls it red spruce, who's one of our colleagues. Of what's available, readily available in good size red spruce, I don't think a lot of it's coming from the Adirondacks these days, but we all call it Adirondack. That's become, it's like, we're Honduran, we were saying about mahogany. Yeah. You know, it might come from Guatemala. A lot of it comes from Guatemala these days. We still call it Honduran mahogany because it's just how it's come. It's the same species, it's the same wood. Yeah. It might come from a different state or a different country next door or whatever. But everybody calls it Honduran, even if it comes from Guatemala. And this, you know, certainly can come from even North Carolina, West Virginia. Right. Smoky Mountains, I don't think a lot is cut down there anymore, but certainly most of it, I think these days, more of it's becoming readily available. I think a lot of it is coming from private land. I'm not quite sure on the public land stuff, how it's controlled. Somebody could probably help us out there. But it's red spruce. Yeah. We all like to call it Adirondack. And it's Piquia rubens is its Latin name, species name.
So where is ours coming from?
We've just had it found a new supply, and the last batch I bought came from West Virginia, and it was absolutely crystal clean, lovely Adirondack, but great red spruce. And but we, this Honduran is where we're starting to sample with newer Honduran, because this stuff's going to run out this year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have one of these HDs from the last 5 years, keep it.
Yeah, this is the original 50-year-old, naturally seasoned.
This is the naturally seasoned
Yeah.
stuff Mr. Yairi bought. We will run out of this. We'll probably keep 50, 80 sets or something for special models, 100 sets maybe, and lock it away. So we've started sampling with not old growth, but certainly they're all the trees. Even the new stuff's even 30, 40 years old. It's not like it's being like artificially grown or anything. It's still old wood.
Yeah.
But the stuff that we've sourced, because we'll keep this going. I mean, the Honduran Series will continue after the Mr. Yairi's batch has gone through, and it sounds fantastic. Sounds fantastic. I don't think anybody will be disappointed as we move into the next batch, which is being prepared lovely. But the Honduran Series will continue for many years to come.
Superb. Looking forward to hearing that. It's going to be great. So we're gonna do some A, B, C.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll do the Adirondack top ones together, and then we'll throw in, if we've got time, we'll throw in the Honduran ones.
Yeah, definitely
as well, because that's been a great seller. I mean, it's brand new, that PYM.
Yeah.
Can't stay in stock of that little baby on the end there. It's just absolutely stunning.
Well, Jay, we went crazy over this.
Yeah, Jay loves
So our
that.
colleague in America, Jay, had he had the FYM for the longest time, one of the original ones, didn't he? And as soon as he got this,
and it's like, I don't know a guitar that sounds like it looks more than that guitar.
Yeah.
You look at it and think, I know what it's going to sound like. I hope it sounds like this, and it does.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
But this FYM60HD, if anybody wants to know him, get a chance to play one of these. I think this thing is just, we nailed it.
That's coming home with you then.
For a while. Thanks, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
See you next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you want to watch more videos like this one, click the video on the screen now.